In any relationship, whether romantic, professional, or personal, most of us yearn to feel like a priority in the other person's life. We want to know we matter, and that they will be there when we need them. But often, this coveted priority status eludes us. Despite our best efforts, we end up blending into the backdrop, constantly available and undervalued, while others shine in the spotlight. Their needs and wants take center stage, while we regularly compromise our own just to grasp at crumbs of attention. How can we break out of the understudy role and gain the instant priority status we desire without having to demand or negotiate for it? The solution lies in understanding human psychology. By strategically employing certain mindset shifts and behaviors, we can teach others to view us as high-value prizes worthy of their best effort. Today, we will explore 9 powerful psychological strategies rooted in Stoic philosophy that can transform how you are treated in any relationship. Implementing these tactics can alter other people's perception of your worth and motivate them to eagerly pursue you as a top priority. Before we get started, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notification bell to get alerted anytime we post amazing videos like this. 1. Don't make others the center of your life. Stoicism teaches us to always put ourselves first. Making another person the focal point of your life often leads to an imbalanced relationship where you give more priority to them than they do to you. When you structure your schedule, goals, and interests around someone else, you automatically grant them instant priority status in the relationship. To avoid this trap, take a Stoic approach of focusing on what is within your control, your own thoughts, actions, values, and purpose. Build your sense of identity around your core values, passions, and goals rather than basing your whole sense of self on any other person, no matter how close they are to you. Retain your personal power by not allowing your happiness to depend on someone else's attention or validation. Be wary of compromising your own needs and boundaries just to please them. This air of independence, self-sufficiency, and purpose will prevent you from revolving your whole life around one person and granting them unearned priority. 2. Avoid being always available. These days, it's easy to fall into the trap of being constantly available to others through your phone, email, social media, and in person. But this accessibility comes at a high cost. It signals to others that your time and attention do not have much inherent value or scarcity. When you make yourself perpetually available, you train others to view you as always ready to drop what you're doing and respond to them. This grants them instant priority status. They learn your life revolves around pleasing them and that their needs trump your own. To avoid this, establish healthy boundaries and make it clear through your habits that you have a full, engaging life outside of any one relationship. Don't instantly reply to text or answer calls. Let people know you check messages in batches during certain hours. Politely say no to non-essential social invites or favors that conflict with your own priorities. Making yourself less available will signal that your time is limited and precious. This air of scarcity will make others value and prioritize it, but occasionally go above and beyond so they don't take you for granted. With these habits, you maintain your independence and avoid giving others the feeling that your life should revolve around them. 3. Prioritize your needs first. It's easy to fall into a pattern of constantly helping others at the expense of your own health, happiness, and self-care. The wise Stoic sages warn that consistently prioritizing the needs of others over your own implicitly signals that you grant them higher priority status. To avoid this, learn to put your own needs first instead of always being the supportive friend or partner. Before saying yes to someone else's request, pause and check if it conflicts with any of your personal priorities. Be willing to say no if someone asks you for a favor that encroaches on your self-care or family time. Establish healthy boundaries around your mental, emotional, and physical needs. Make time for yourself first before taking on additional responsibilities for someone else. When you consistently demonstrate through your actions that your own needs are the top priority, it will teach others to respect your time and energy as limited resources not to be exploited. 4. Allow them to invest in you. It's common to put in more effort at the beginning of a relationship, but don't get stuck doing all the work. Allow the other person to contribute and invest in you too. For instance, don't always be the one to plan dates or start conversations. Give them a chance to demonstrate interest and effort as well. Beyond the early stages, continue allowing others to invest time and energy in your relationship. Don't try to keep their attention with constant texts, calls, and favors. Let them be the ones to reach out and make plans sometimes. Ask them questions about their life instead of carrying on the whole conversation. When you underinvest and make space for their effort, it will motivate them to step up and pursue you. Their investment in you will naturally make you more of a priority. 5. Maintain some mystery around your life. The Stoics warn about being too open because you become too available to others. To gain more priority status, try to maintain an element of mystery. Do not reveal everything about yourself too quickly. Keep some parts of your inner world private until emotional intimacy has grown. Don't constantly update people on every detail of your activities, plans, and schedule. Preserve independence by sharing little when asked. Give them a glimpse into your life, but keep them wanting more. Stay busy with interests and friendships outside the relationship so you are not an ever-present fixture in their life. This air of unpredictability and unavailability will spark their curiosity. When they realize you have an engaging inner life beyond them, it increases their interest and inspires them to discover more about you over time. Your scarcity builds anticipation and makes you more of a priority. 6. Create the fear of losing you. As a relationship progresses, occasionally mention other options or prospects you have, whether job offers, travel plans, or new connections. Politely decline or reschedule some invitations from them due to external commitments. These small hints stimulate a fear of losing access to you or taking your presence for granted. You can even nostalgically recall positive past relationships or adventures to spark a bit of jealousy and competitive spirit. But avoid fabricating alternatives or being manipulative. The goal is to genuinely fill your life with interesting possibilities that prevent others from viewing you as their exclusive property. A small sense of healthy competition can motivate them to step up their investment and think of you as a priority. 7. Stop initiating communication all the time. When you're in a relationship, especially one that's new, it's common to eagerly text, call, and make plans with the other person constantly. However, this sets up an unhealthy dynamic where you are always the one pursuing them. To gain more priority status, stop being the initiator all the time. After you've made initial contact, pause and wait for the other person to follow up. If they text you, don't instantly reply every time. Wait a few hours before responding. Don't always be the one asking to make plans either. Hold back and see if they pursue you first. If they want to see you, they will put in the effort. This communication gap will pressure the other person to step up if they want access to you. Soon they will worry about losing your attention and begin contacting you more proactively. They may even ask if you've lost interest or are seeing someone else. This shows you are hard to get and will motivate them to treat you as a priority. Of course, reciprocity is still important. Once it balances out, you can initiate sometimes too. The goal is to break open the pattern of you always chasing them first. By occasionally making them initiate, you teach them to value your time and attention. Just don't go radio silent. Balance is key. 8. Create your own happiness. People are drawn to those who are fully engaged in life with an internal sense of joy. Avoid relying on others for your sole source of entertainment, validation, or happiness. Instead, nurture a rich inner life and cultivate your own positive emotions. Set exciting goals for growth. Spend time outdoors. Find a hobby or read books that stimulate you. Maintain an active social circle beyond just one person. This independence and self-sufficiency will earn you the respect of others. They will see you have a full, enriching life and do not depend on them for your happiness. People will be more eager to gain access to your world. When they realize you don't need them, it motivates them to work harder to earn your time and energy. 9. Be willing to walk away. If employing these strategies fails to make someone properly value and prioritize you, at some point you must demonstrate your willingness to let go. Do not remain stuck in one-sided relationships where your needs consistently come last after everyone else's. Start by communicating your needs clearly and directly to the other person. Tell them how you feel deprioritized and unappreciated when they do certain things. If they dismiss your concerns, take a break from the relationship to demonstrate your seriousness. Stop making excuses for their lack of effort or investment in you. If the pattern continues, despite telling them how you feel, begin detaching yourself emotionally and creating more distance. Limit your interactions and availability. Screen their calls and texts instead of instantly replying. Decline invitations if they conflict with your schedule. Politely say you have other plans when asked to hang out last minute. This scarcity will either motivate them to step up their investment or make it clear they will never properly value you. At that point, you must be willing to fully walk away from one-sided relationships that constantly require you to demand basic decency. End things officially rather than dragging it out. Then, invest your energy in those who proudly prioritize you without needing ultimatums. Conclusion: Stoicism encourages us to value ourselves above anyone else. Always give your attention to people who will reciprocate your feelings and never those who do not care about you. Learn to focus on building relationships with genuine people who value your time and energy. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to this channel to get more amazing content. See you in the next video.